It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom.
Next room over there. And then Chick McGee is across the way at the crazycockwine.com sports desk.
Hello!
There we go. And then joining us remotely from just around the corner where the fudge is made, it's Pat Godwin, the man, the guitar.
Hi!
Get a song out of you, Pat. And then joining us from her home, it's Jess Hooker. Hi, Jess. Great to see you again.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jess.
Jess, last
She's got her beanie going, or spinning, but the beanie's not spinning this morning.
It's not spinning this
Once
morning.
again, your ceiling fan does look like a beanie.
And she has her hair down because that's the way Tom likes
Hair
it.
down,
Looks
spectacles
good.
on.
What's that in your hand?
Oh, it's
That's
not,
the remote for the
remote's-
fan.
It's not going on.
Oh, it might
switch
be
is
turned
on at
off
the
at the
wall.
wall. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Ah, boy.
All right. Okay, we're okay. Just not that. Now, last week on the program, there was an incident.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't mind,
Right to it.
just like to relive this just briefly. We were talking about something, I forget what it was, and the topic of banjos came up. And I want you to listen very carefully to this because Jess weighed in somewhat precisely. About 8 seconds into this, you'll hear her laugh. It's almost a cackle. Just listen very carefully to the conversation. Pat Godwin shot something out there, and then
Godwin really stepped in it.
Boy, did I ever.
here it comes. 1, 2, 3.
I am
Well-
legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if...
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Now, thanks. Again, it's the that really sells it is the cackle.
Yeah.
The rest of us are going, ooh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
And we're not going to.
I don't know if cackle sounds like witch-like.
No, it's cackle. I'd go cackle.
Let's
Yeah,
listen again.
definitely.
Okay, here we go.
I am
Well-
legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if...
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Yeah, there's a witch-like quality to it. It is. It is really not laughing at the sad death of your father, certainly.
No, Jess had she had what they call dramatic tension going on her, where the audience knows something that the participants in the film do not, which
Right.
she knew where I got the banjo. Pat did not.
Yeah.
So when she heard Pat say, well, where did you, she knew exactly.
Right.
what happened.
She knew what was coming.
Yeah.
I see.
Right.
Okay.
Have
so-
we
We
covered
did
all
not.
the funny things that Josh got when his dad died? Or
No.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
What else?
Did you get like a puppy dog or anything?
I may have gotten a stronger Xanax prescription.
Oh,
That's kind of funny, isn't
You
it?
know what?
That's kind of funny, right?
Now, did you steal that, or was it something that maybe a qualified physician?
Just a one-time.
I see.
You know,
Help
they
me-
have
help
the
me sleep a
bottle
little
left
bit.
over and all.
Well, that can be.
Did anyone
dangerous.
take the handicap parking sticker? A lot of people do that.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, she had one of those. He had one of those, right?
Oh, my God.
He did not have one of those. He was one of those guys.
Well, you didn't see the one he had because your brother got there first. And those babies, those are
He
gold.
was one of those dudes. He could have gotten one, and he was like, "No, I'll be fine." So
Yeah.
I'll bet there are a lot of those out there.
Oh, I bet you're right.
Oh, there's a ton. Yeah, because there's no expiration date on them.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people just take them.
Yeah.
You've never seen the guy hop out of the car. He's hops out of the Corvette.
I
and
give him the benefit
skips
of
into
the
the
doubt.
subway and
That something's
Gets
going
a
on.
sandwich.
That you just can't
Yeah.
see.
Skips it. Wait a minute. He hang on a second. He parks his car.
Yes.
And he skips out to the subway. Is that what he's doing in your scenario?
How many?
that's because that's the guy that I saw right up here. Where I get my mail. That
Okay,
place.
but he wasn't skipping.
There's a
Come
subway
on.
right next to
Oh,
it.
I thought you meant a subway like an underground
No,
transportation.
sorry. No, have you ever seen this guy?
Where
I have
the
not.
hell are you?
He's got a Corvette. Great car. I'm a big fan.
You know, you're even
With a
more
handicap
suspicious.
sticker.
You're
And I
suspicious
saw
of
that's
everyone.
weird. And then the guy gets out and does this little hippity hop into the subway for his lunch. I'm thinking, oh, that sticker can't be real.
You don't know what he has.
But he might have, his wife might need it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well then why is he using it and taking up the?
I don't know. But
If you're in a Corvette, come on.
There's something wrong with this conversation.
I know.
I'm not sure what it is, but
You've ever been to Disney World? You wait in line for 2 hours, and then someone comes up and they're in a wheelchair. All of a sudden, they
don't you
skip out of it, and you realize, technically, they need to check on some of these people.
Well, you have that fast pass anyway, so
They have
don't say
gotten
that.
they have gotten a little more.
I mean, because there are places that sell fake casts.
Right, there are.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Well,
Just
get
he's
up,
in the
Hawking.
news. Changing the subject.
No, we're not changing subject. I want to find out what other stuff. I think Jess asked a great question. So, what other stuff?
Quite. I mean, honestly,
your dad is deceased. Very sad moment. You guys raid his apartment, go in there and just start
That's right.
taking
You
stuff.
can't wait to get in there.
Just vultures.
Take his
went in.
narcotics.
You take the meds. Now, did you take his meds or his prescription?
I didn't take any. I was the joke I was trying to do was that I was
Right.
given a stronger prescription by my doctor to get through the passing.
Oh, so you're going
I
the
thought you
legitimate
were
pain
stealing
route.
I was going the honest route.
rather than being a.
The uncontrollable sobbing is what he was going for.
I really thought you'd just taken.
That's what
That's
his
way funnier. I should have
prescription.
sold it like that.
Yeah.
But I got honest. I
You
apologize.
guys are just used to me being in here. That's why you went that way.
I only took a few things: the banjo and the his
porn?
his blue. No, I couldn't find it.
Oh, somebody
that'd be-
got there first.
Did he have a?
That'd be weird.
You have a fez? Was he in a club that they wore fezzes? It
No.
seems like he would be.
He had a
fez wearer?
fedora.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did you
there
take
you go.
that?
I did, and he was cremated with it on.
Well, I think Jess, I'm sorry, Jess, let's do that again. Would you please cackle when he says that?
Oh, my gosh.
Did
He had a fedora.
He did.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Uh-huh.
Did you take that?
No, he was cremated with that on.
That's your cue. There we go. Too much of a delay.
Sorry. I'm still in shock. That one got me.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
we loved when I asked my dad's girlfriend, I go, what's going on with the hat? Because he loved his fedora over the last 2 years.
Right?
And she goes, he wanted to be cremated with it. And I actually started laughing. I go, of course he did. That's perfect. Great. Good. Oh. Pat, it was a nice thing.
Okay.
Was it on or in his hand?
I would like to think he had it on.
I would like to think he
Yeah.
was wearing it. Sure.
I'd like to think they didn't just put him and then frisbee the hat in.
Yeah, we get a lot of cases down here.
It's just going to crush on his head.
How long, Jeff? This looks like a 15-minute
I
one.
like the fact that Jess has already given up.
Good Lord.
Just shaking her head. I don't want to be part of this break.
Well, once again, my dad loved this show. He would be laughing a lot. He is laughing a lot at this.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, God.
My mom, on the other hand, not laughing.
Got this. This is interesting.
Yes.
He's got this text. This is true about these handicap badges. This says, I know a guy that works at a junkyard. Whenever cars come in with no expiration date handicap badges, they're fought over like gold.
Oh, man.
So
Man.
there are a lot of people out there abusing that.
Yes, come on.
Okay, wow.
Well, you park as far away as you, and you always pull through, right? And you're,
Yeah,
you're the jerk that pulls through and parks like an acre away, right?
I'm the same way.
I do too.
Pull right through so you can pull out. You think you're Mannix or something?
No, I think I identify as being intelligent.
Who do you think you are, Mannix?
How much would you pay to see Tom do that? Run to the car, jump on the hood, and slide across the thing.
He's got
And then
he's got a whole new persona when he's not around us, man.
Or the Dukes of Hazzard jumping over the door.
And of course,
Yeah, you'd have to get the
In
roof
the
painted.
window?
You'd have to get the roof painted with the Confederate flag, but other than that,
I think by the way, in the first season of Mannix, I believe he drove a custom convertible Oldsmobile Toronado. By the way,
Nice.
that's got to be in a museum
That's
somewhere.
a big car.
I'd line up to see that, wouldn't you?
That was one of the first front-wheel drive cars, right?
Beautiful.
Was it really?
I think. Yeah.
Mannix, of course, portrayed by Krekor Yohannian, better known as Mike Connors,
Mike Connor.
featured in the great movie Good Neighbor Sam.
This
So he was
screwed-
Armenian,
Screwed
huh?
up in reverse.
So anyway, Josh, just the banjo then, and the
Oh,
violin.
and yeah, we got him a Blues jersey one year for his birthday, so I took that.
You toss that in?
No,
No.
is that? Is that?
You put that on fire.
Isn't it a sweater? Technically, a hockey
Yep,
sweater.
yep.
Did you wear it? You put it on?
I've not worn it yet because I didn't go to a game.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, Tom.
There's a little.
There's a virus, and there's no NHL right now or any other sports league. But good question.
I just
No,
thought,
yeah,
it's
I've not.
Friday night. He's got 4 Xanax in, and
Yeah, let me put old dead dad's sweater on.
Yeah.
You mean, and he's got the hat that everybody thinks got
he's secretly,
a little crispy.
goes to the
Yeah.
closet
Secret hat.
where he has the.
And then I put on a little makeup
The hat
and I
with a couple-
FaceTime his girlfriend to pretend like I'm him. back
Oh
then.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
The hat with a couple burn marks.
Get the hat. Get the
A hat with a couple burn marks.
There's
Is Jess still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
She quit.
Poor thing.
He's done. Okay, now wait a second. Here's my surprise coming up. On the big screen to my left, you can see
Oh, look at
Al
that.
Jackson is dressed up.
what's going on.
Is that a
That's on
fedora, Al?
It is a fedora. The economy's coming back. You got to dress up, Tom. Good
Yeah, look at you.
So Al Jackson,
Superfly.
first of all, let's just face it, Al Jackson, very handsome man.
Sure.
Right.
He's got the pencil-thin mustache. He's got sort of John Lennon shades circa 1971.
I'll take it.
A nice a sport coat. Looks like a nice weave.
Here he comes.
A Don
Here he
Johnson. Is that a?
Here he comes,
Can you move
Joe.
your mic down a little bit? Is that? Are you wearing a T-shirt? Is that a regular shirt? Okay.
It's just a regular black, little Don Johnson kind of silk shirt.
Yeah. By the way, they never gave the Frankenstein monster credit for that. Remember in the Frankenstein movie, the monster is always wearing a T-shirt and a sport coat.
He can go to
and
any
then Don
restaurant.
Johnson does it, whatever, 1983. All of a sudden, it's a big thing.
I never thought about that. Yeah, you're right. He could go to any restaurant and could not be turned away.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I just thought it was classy that the Frankenstein monster took the time to put on a coat.
Sure, of course.
Kind of off topic, but
Can I ask a question? Why does Josh have a chair like he's a fan that won a contest to come to the studio?
fair question.
Yeah.
That has been designated the orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. And as a joke one morning, I said, why isn't the chair orange? And then someone
On our staff
Some
found it.
weirdo.
on our staff, that became his mission.
Yeah.
To find an orange chair, and he found one. It turns out it's super comfortable, and Josh loves it.
I do love it, yeah.
It does
That's
look
a
like
gamer
something
chair,
from.
is it not?
It
Jeff?
is a gamer chair.
Yeah, it looks cool. I bought 2 for my kids. They love it. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
What is a game? What is it?
It's a gamer chair, video
Yeah.
game chair.
Oh God, okay, yeah. I've never played a video game in my life, Al, but I've bought every one ever made for my boys.
You've never played. We have to. How has that not been a segment, guys? Tom.
No.
What game
No.
should Tom play?
No. Here's what it would be, no matter what. What's this button do? No. Wait a minute. What's that?
I can't-
What's
It's
this
got to
button?
be like Miss Pac-Man, Chicky.
No.
It's got, we got.
I used to play Ms. Pac-Man in the bars. That was the only one.
He was quite good at Ms. Pac-Man.
But I can't. The multiple button thing, I would lose it anyway. But you look great, Al.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And is that a new microphone?
I have 2. I had a backup microphone, and this one was kind of sitting on the bench like Jamie Foxx. What was that dang movie he's in? He was a quarterback. I can't
Any
remember.
given Sunday?
Any given Sunday. Yeah, so it was ready to be put in the game. It had his helmet, and I threw it in, and look, it turned into Tom Brady. So we're ready to go.
Are you wearing the hat and the coat? Like, what are you doing today?
He's wearing the hat in honor of your dad.
Is that it? I mean, you look nice, but is this like a character?
Are you doing like a one-man play of something?
I do like that Josh has been sitting over there going through all the scenarios, and he finally snapped. It's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's right.
I honestly, Josh, for real, man, and I've put this on my Instagram, dude, I am going crazy in the house, and sometimes I'll just put on a romper with a raincoat and take a picture of it. I feel like I'm losing my mind, and so I just wear weird fashions around the house. I'm of this mind, and there's some real G's in that room, so I want to know if you guys feel my theory on this. Everybody's like, oh, it's the quarantine. You put your sweatpants on and sit around the house. I'm like, nah, dog, put some pants on like a man.
Yeah.
Because your girl's in there and she doesn't want to be with no dude wearing sweatpants all day. So I get up and I get dressed like a grown up. Your girl does not want to
no kidding.
have sex with a guy in sweatpants. That's not
yeah.
hot.
It's very respectful.
Yeah, your girl doesn't like that, dog. Put some clothes on, homie.
Maybe you're right. Like the first couple of months, it would have been, oh, this is cute and interesting. Yeah,
No, yeah.
pretty
Right,
much.
right.
Yeah, get dressed, man.
Now,
Take a shower, for God's sake.
welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, Christy, you should be in this room.
No, that's
You would've-
okay.
No, you're lucky.
That was our surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, that was our surprise?
Ace reminded us before we talked to Al. Tom goes, okay, we got a big surprise coming up. And it was. Al was wearing a hat. That was
Al Jackson joins us from Denver, Colorado. Al is dressed to the 9s, if not the 10s. Looking
Well, thank
very
you, sir.
handsome. He's got his Jerry Garcia 1973 shades on. A nice fedora, much like the one that was cremated with Josh's dad. And he's got a sport coat on and a T-shirt a la Don Johnson. Let me get an independent look at this from Jess Hooker. Jess, doesn't he look handsome?
He looks great.
He does look
really
very
does.
handsome.
Yeah, of course.
But doesn't he look like the blind guy waiting for the bus? I mean, seriously?
When he was so
Yeah.
still sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay, Al,
I couldn't argue that
I've
one.
got a
That was-
surprise
that
for you
was
now.
Awesome.
Oh, well, here we go.
Chick complaining about how my surprises are never any good.
That's only because they're never
Like
any
the time
good.
I got Joe Theismann on the phone for you. Al, I just opened this thing up. I think this is an ascot.
Yes.
Oh,
We were
God.
talking handkerchiefs. Okay, here's a paisley handkerchief. This is nice.
Oh, is that like a pocket square?
And this is
Yeah,
either
you get a.
cummerbund.
Oh, did
or-
you get your Look,
Yes.
my ascots have been coming from China for 2.5 months. I still have not gotten them.
Oh,
How do
Arch broken.
you tie these?
I have no idea.
Is it like a Windsor?
Jess, do you know how to
knot?
tie an
I don't
ascot?
know. I'm not Charles Nelson.
No,
I'm
I-
not Paul Lind.
That's what I have to put up with, Al.
I think you have it right. There you go, Tom. Pull it through the middle.
Yeah.
Because we had a news story this morning about what's the guy's name, Mr. Baffert, the great horse
Yeah,
trainer.
oh, sure,
Yes.
Bobby B.
Yeah, he's
Bob Baffert.
there's a picture of him, wearing an ascot. I'm sure he's at the track. Do you guys
It's
all
a certain
get
tax bracket, Tommy.
can I pull this off, do you think? How does that look?
I think you can.
I think you can.
Yes, I think you very much
It
can.
looks good.
Especially with khaki shirts.
Yeah, especially khaki shirts and the ball cap. That really brings it home.
And you can see Tom on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I know it feels weird, Tom, but just think if somebody, like, if you wore that for a year and then we stopped even making jokes or commenting about it, after like 6 months, it would just be part of your look, man.
Yeah.
It's like look at those ascots. How'd you guys get your ascots before me?
I don't know,
Like,
but I have
I'm
one
trying to
too.
be happy for you, but I'm really. I'm
Okay, I'm looking at my phone.
It's
Oh,
like a
yes.
Russian walk.
This adds an element of pretentiousness to
Oh,
me.
dude.
that-
You need to go home wearing that to
You look
see
like
what Kelly
a
says.
pansexual off-Broadway director. Like when I was lunching with Edward Albee, he told me,
Yes, it was
I
a literary tradition. He slept with Walt Whitman, who slept with him, who slept with Allen Ginsberg, and then I had a vigorous rogering after a.
I'm kind of concerned they smell a little bit like Play-Doh.
Tom Stoppard once told me, acting isn't being real. Being real is acting.
Oh yes, yes. Say, oh boy, wait a second. I believe my suppository moved sideways.
Oh, wait. Did you get a hanky? I got a hanky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a magic. Let me see
Yeah,
yours.
you
Chip.
put that in your pocket to match your ascot action.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Your
very
jacket
tough to
pocket.
pull this off. Who's the Hollywood actor that still wears them all the time?
Peter Bogdanovich.
Oh,
wears
yes.
them all the time.
Yes.
PB.
You know who wears them, Chicky, is Charles Woodson. He wears them.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
the Saturday college football pregame
Yep.
show.
He'll wear them every now and then. That's
Well, I
right.
mean, this does kind of warm the neck.
Of course it does. That's why scarves are so
It
popular.
feels like it's made out of only the finest polyester. I can tell you that.
When do they shake the potatoes out of these things?
Jesus criminy.
You know who I look like? I look like Drew Hastings on Casual Friday.
I decided to let go.
So I'm sorry. So we're talking with the great comedian Al Jackson.
we need to get a picture of you guys. in
Al
that.
is featured. Al is
Yes.
featured, of course, on the Daily Blast. You'll find it on your computer or on your TV set. Now, Al, we were doing our word of the week, which is
By the way,
twisted.
Josh looks like the main judge on Russia's version of America's Got Talent.
I'm going to have to vote no.
You do. Yes. Yeah. You,
Unamused.
Do you have your pocket square in? Because you have a pocket.
oh, sorry. Yeah. How did,
No,
A man's not dressed until he has his pocket square.
I left it under Joel Gray's bed.
Yes.
what a whiner.
Good Lord.
Think he'd never been with a man.
I love this character.
I love this guy.
I'm not hung like a number 2 pencil. There's going to be a little bit of Give and take, Joel.
Quentin Crisp is here.
I'm sorry. So where were our
We
word
were
of
at Twisted.
Our word of the week, twisted. Now, in hip hop culture, it means you walked into a bar and you were really twisted. It's a combination of intoxication from both marijuana and alcohol. Is that your determination at this point?
Yeah, I get that. You could definitely just say alcohol, but I've always put marijuana and alcohol. But there's two other definitions on the street, Tom. What other definitions do you guess twisted has?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah. Look, she and I have been back and forth, and things are okay. But then I see her on Instagram, and she's hanging out with one of my homeboys. So I mean, she thinks she's getting back with me. She's got it twisted.
Aha!
Oh,
There's a Keith Sweat song.
Yes.
Yeah. You got me twisted. So,
Keith
And see,
Sweat.
that version of that song, the Keith Sweat song, is the third definition, which is being in love, like being twisted all over somebody, like you're in love. But also, twisted could be like, you got me confused with somebody else, because that's not going down. Like, oh, you think you're gonna, you think you're gonna knock my hours down from 40 hours a week to 28 hours a week. You got me twisted.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I see. I like the Weird Al parody of that Keith Sweat song, "Fisted."
He went blue. He went blue that time. Yeah, it was weird.
Please tell me you still have the ascot on delivering that line. Yes.
When Al Yankovic.
I don't think anyone
Ordinarily,
ever saw
the accordion is best heard as it lands in the bottom of a dumpster.
Oh, how droll.
Yes. Yes, I say.
Tom, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, this is for white guys.
Check.
I'm one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got you covered.
I'm barely one of those. Go ahead.
Do you guys refer to women as fine?
No.
A little bit.
You know what? I don't. I wish I did.
What do you
fine.
say, Josh? If like a really attractive woman is at a party and you go, "Hey, chick, look over there. That woman is blank." What would you say? Like what would be the first word that would be at the tip of your tongue?
Hot, but Chick and I have a way of talking with each other where I will say, when we see an attractive woman, I'll look at him and go, "How are we supposed to live now?"
We'll look at each other and we'll go, what the hell are we supposed to do?
How are we supposed to walk around the world? Or we'll say, I'll look at him and go, "Well, I can't be held responsible for my actions."
And Josh is up the game with, he'll go, "Well, she'll learn to love me." So, he ups it a little bit.
I think the fine would be somewhat culturally would be appropriating something that would not be.
It works so well. I love hearing it.
I mean, occasionally I'll walk up to Josh and go, "I don't know if you saw over there, but baby's got back."
Yeah.
And then he'll say, "I'd like to make sun tea out of her yoga pants."
Right.
And then we'll move on.
Yeah.
By the way, Josh, I do feel you on that. Some women are so beautiful, you just get mad.
Yeah, it's very bittersweet. Yeah.
It makes you mad, and you don't know why. You're like, "Why are you so hot? Like, you're bothering me."
Yeah.
You really pissed me off.
Does it piss you off because you can't have her? Is that why you're mad?
Just knowing somebody, sometimes you see somebody that's so beautiful, like you can't believe they're
Right.
I always look and I'm like, what is your life like? Like, I always think like hot people just think everybody's really nice. Yes. If you're smoking hot, let's be honest, you've probably been really attractive since you were like 13, 14. And so your whole life, you just probably honestly think like, oh, your mailman doesn't sort the junk mail out for you? I
have a friend.
Walk your groceries up to that.
I believe the phrase is every door flies open.
Yes.
I have a friend who, whenever he saw a hot girl, he would just say, "I have to take a knee."
That's good. That's really good.
I got to take a knee.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.